Okay. Hi, well, welcome back. Another day. Today I want to work on the character and actually make something. Also, turn off monitoring so I don't hear myself and go insane. Um, I've got my plan for a bit of a script for character creation and documentation. But no, I just want to actually get through this and start making the character itself. Alright, so how big do I want this to be? I don't know. I also should think of like how tall or big the box is or her box is a little bit for like guidelines. Um, what's the size of this thing? 32 by 16. Hmm. People are tall. What's the human ratio? 7.5 heads. And it looks like they're too wide, I guess. Maybe three. Sure. Okay. Um, I don't actually know how big I want this yet. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So I'll put the attack here for the jab. And then I know I have the list of a few combos I want to make. So jab, jab, jab into special. Um, for the agent character, actually, help me ideas for their character abilities. Um, mm, wait a second. Next, secret agent. Okay. So we're giving them a baton, giving them an explosive attack. Let me just give them a launching kick. I think that makes a lot of sense. JP has one. Just kind of a thing I can do. Um, let me say a different type of special that to me makes a lot more sense. Hmm. No, I just need to give them some kind of offensive thing. I guess it can be an explosion then, or it's an electric shock. I want to remember what I. Let me go back to the thing and remind myself how exactly I want this to be. So fire one attack button, ice one attack button, electrical tools one button as well, and this would be bit of movement. The floor trap maybe doesn't make the most sense there. Okay, so this stuff is unblocked button. So these things explosives. Um, explosive punch, I guess, or baton swing. I need some references actually. Um, let's go with agent instance buttons, and I don't want just a basic gun. No, I guess. Mostly guns. Um, let me see. Baton, baton, fighting shoot. Sure. That's a full staff. Big as a baton. Not short in some cases. Mostly swords. Hmm. I think this style of baton makes the most sense because you'd have like the short end used for jab and the long end used for jab, and then you can change how you hold it or something. I don't know. Oh, That seems really fine. Also, do I give them one or two? Hmm. I think two is probably fine. I guess I can go with like taking a look at inspiration or from swords or dagger. Not reverse script. Hmm. I can also kick. I really needed to find the special moves, I think. Let me just do like a big kick or something. Or a forward moving shove. I think I'd do a forward moving shove. And I think that seems not unreasonable. Um, attack, remain. Shove. Should I just kick? I'm just gonna call it special one. Alright. Oh, fix those. How many frames do I want this special? What do I want it to look like even actually? Um, Set a hitbox for it, and then data box. What is the fixed color? So that's toggle visual. Does that also toggle it off? Yes. So this is the hitbox I want to work with. It's gonna be fixed same. Um, Definitely want it to be decently sized as a special move. Probably not too far, but a little farther than the jab. A bit farther than the jab so I can reach past the jab for combo attacks. I'll put it to quarter circle one, or quarter circle forward, and probably consider it an explosion for now. Let's change the frame data to be 24. No, 24 frames is too much for startup. What about the special move startup frame amounts? They're somewhere between 10 to 20. Um, but like how much? We'll go with 16 for now. Okay. But I want this to link off of Jabs. Which do I have? Combo attacks dictionary. I'm guessing I never defined special attacks, did I? Or special cancel ability. Okay. That's a problem. Hmm. I didn't know that. I didn't finish that. And it's an attack property, so. Yeah, the export variables at least. Var. Why is my hotbar still visible? What? Can't this be on top of that? There we go. Combo attacks don't get mentioned here, but here. No. Choose action, probably. Yep. So unfortunately, I don't have a special move cancelability stuff. Working in attack manager, attack.call attack. Dictionary. Attack manager does have the move list. Let's just make a new one for this. Attack manager dot current attack dot is underscores. It's not saved, is it? Special cancelable. There should also be a property for first off this combo attack and 10 combo. There also should be one that's similar. Underscore Michelle small. And then I believe there is a set can combo. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. No, okay, I should have it in a second function probably. And combo. Set this as one. Okay, and then call this function if is special cancelable, colon, set this value, um, and I think that works. I need a second copy of start frame end frame for underscore can combo. And then I need one for your special. Okay. Maybe I'll see the over here for special cancel stuff. Mhm. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The dictionary, which other than that, I don't know. Okay. Can set can combo start and this um yeah, that's it. So now special cancel functionality should be mostly available. Just need to code in the last bit for actually doing it. Yeah. If the move is special cancelable, for attack in all specials, this will probably be it. And also, while we're at it, I might as well turn it into a function. Um, uh, if I do Control F with this, how much of it is actually the same? No match, fair, because I combined the entire thing. I go all the way to the left in it and take out the for loop. Okay, alright. How much of this is real? Is it the same? Let me check. Okay. So, for loop starts, all specials, and then this if statement does 3 out of the 4 partial keys, and checks what's valid. Alright. And then index keys not min. And then it's all specials, command normals, neutral normals, neutral normals. I believe it's mostly the same. So I think I can just turn it into a function that, or helper function, func, which will also make it easier to call for the thing. Underscore all choose action underscore choose actions get attack takes in a single. All specials is what type? A dictionary array of this typing. This is not the input manager, please and thank you. Mm. What should I call this variable? It should be called. So this returns an attack. Actually, no, it doesn't return anything because it just calls. Yeah, I see. Sure. I forget how to make the proper call. Colon? Okay, so that's fine. Epic. Um, and then I grab the for loop portion. I can grab the next line. Remove that. Put this here. Indent. Right. Indent expected, yeah. Do this. Call it with all specials. Okay. And then also partial key. Let's see. Let's put, does that fix everything? Let's see. Balance is not defined either. Okay. That's not salads. Index and most recent attack. Yeah, it just takes everything that I have up here, basically. Okay, 1 second. Let me just put all of these in an array or something. Just call it parameter array colon. It is an array. This equals on to next. No, I don't like that because then I have to rewrite everything more. So I'd rather just pass off 4 of these parameters. Okay. DIC I colon int comma MRA attack type. Let me just make this how I would do text most recent attack valid and then partial key. Right. Closing after function parameters. Column is missing. Too few arguments. Sure. Is this the best way to call it this way? I don't like it. It's like I copy this line, delete all this. I do command normals. Same thing here, but it's neutral normals. Neutral normals. Okay. All this indentation shenanigans. Run the thing again. All specials. Okay. Hmm. If it is special combo, cancelable. Can I just check if it is the special cancel timing? If I go to the text and then set can special cancel, yeah. Then I go to the input manager. If the attack can special cancel, which means it both has the ability to be a combo attack. That means it's been labeled as a special by being in the special moves. It's been labeled as a special. It is special cancelable. And it's in the right framing time. Okay, cool. Epic. This is an area I would actually like to have an editor hinting stuff for. So I will put a to do. The, Yes. So if I go like at Explorer then custom dictionary, style fast flags, multi-line fast range, storage, button. I don't know. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's make the jab cancel on frames 6. I'll assign it still to cancel. Jab punch, which is late punch. And special move is ready. Can combo attack, but only to itself. Sorry. Punch, yeah. Can combo attack. Can combo into yourself on the second frame. On the sixth frame, when you hit, and until the last frame when you can hit. You can special cancel. Actually, no, let's just make this till 19, which is the end frames, and then 6 to 19 as well. Okay. Save. Okay, and then special one. It's not a combo attack. It's not special cancelable. However, this is a special move. I'll set it to order circle forward. Light punch. Okay. Then on the input manager, light punch has been defined. Special moves, quarter circle special moves. Yeah, I can rename it properly. Down forward, quarter circle. Down quarter circle forward. Input manager. Forward, down, down, forward. Quarter circle, light kick. Light punch. Okay. I could rename those, I think. Yeah, that's another. Let me go to this property. Let me go to the move list script. Chain. Rename specials table. Turn off the alert. need them to label clearly, not unlegally. And special moves to label as the button on the lowest level. Okay. Right. Special move, light kick, or light punch. Let's try it, I guess. Not test player testing. Yeah, okay. Stun type on base and nil. Okay, so I have an error that is forcing me to stop here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let me go to the hitbox, attack data. I'll say basic launch, mid lock stun duration, the attack itself. I have not decided any frame data for. I have decided some frame data for it, but I have not decided it clearly. And then recovery frames, this should be probably a bit of a punishable move. 10 frames or 15 frames? 16 frames, sure. Fix the names so that the numbers are clear. Okay. Then 39 frames for the whole move. Ah. It's gonna be a tuning process. The hitbox should have. So let's say +1 if this is active until frame 22 and we hit on frame 18. 20? Is that right? Yeah, let me grab it. Let me calculate that. 39 minus 18 equals 21. Maybe? Okay. Let's go with 300. No, that's pretty far. 100 on block back. It's done. 30. Oh, I don't want them advantage on block. This would make them 0 though. Let's make that 19. Hit stun duration. Actually make this 15 frames on block stun. Hit stun is 30. The vector doesn't matter because default launches 0 is active, I believe. So if I go to the stun manager script and go to default launch, I will be ignored and this will happen regardless. Let's run it. I didn't finish 10 special object if nil. For what attack specifically? Or is it checking every time? Yeah, it's checking every time. Which is not correct. It should only check when they are attacking. Save. Tab. Try that. Okay, so that button doesn't do anything. That button does. Wait, what? No? Why is it not flashing? Let me guess, my passive properties are broken. The thing itself. Mm. The variable most recent attack is used before assigned a value. Move all these to the nested function. Fix all the calls. And see if that changes anything. Which it probably won't. It does break, it's just the print values that's broken. So if the attack manager is attacking, we're going to talk to target special case simple. I can't attack, and I also can't print the valid, so I don't actually know what I am getting out of this. I know I can hold the button, which could be a problem. But even on release, it's not coming out. So we check for the attacks, each of them, see if they match the keys. Then once the loop is over, we should get the value of what the most recent attack is. It should attack, right? It's being read as null, which is not good. Does the input manager have attacks defined? Light punch, left jab, yes. So why is that not working? Teleport circle forward. Let me check on the test player. And testing. Add. Second. I add a C and not a. Oh, attacks are not working. That's bad. And all I did was put this function in a nest. If we're printing valids, then it knows that we're doing it right, and there's two more in between just the other two. So then what's the problem? This is index 1. The attack manager should be starting the attack. Okay, let me go into debug mode and see what the hell is happening here. So, okay. Actually, okay. And go to the game, go into frame by frame mode, unignore, go into here, hold down the attack button, and press continue. Okay, so this is checking the special moves right now, so you shouldn't get anything. You can see that there are two things here. Some values. Okay, balance has no value. Person key has two. Attack has next breakpoint. Okay, down here. Balance is still empty. Balance should still be empty because it's special moves. Most recent attack shouldn't care. Oh, there's a problem. Gosh darn it. That's probably the main thing. Stop. Special canceling is not, or combo is not working. Also, it combos on with based on the current version. What the? Here, like punch, assign this. Okay. Save. Run it. It's not canceling, and it's being reassigned or something. Or reset. Yeah, it's being reset. Why is it being reset? Combo attacks should be working. They're working for the other one. They're not working here. Oh, that's because they're not actually being added. They're just being placed. Not added. Add that. There we go. Right. I still change that. I still change that for some reason, but I cannot still change that. Okay. Um, Run it. Hmm. Yeah, I can see a problem with that. That's still sliding. Why that's still sliding? Let's look for the velocity property, and when I set it to 0. Hmm. What is the speed property that I have defined here? No sliding. What is the speed property used for? Shouldn't it just be velocity? Why does this exist? Mm, how'd that break it? What? Alright, it's something with the end stun that just breaks it, I think. But it also just doesn't stop. It actually just doesn't stop. Okay, that's a problem. Why is that? Is stunned equals false. Speed equals 0. What happens? Get time given. Start the saying is stunned is true. The type is either stun type is block, stun type air, or current type, which is its data type. So block, basic, default launch, default knockdown, default air are all those. I have a cancel for default Knockdown. And then I just have an air one that's like a air stun, which is a direction, a velocity, and duration. Knockdown is similar, but it has a second continue, or when it is falling, because the knockdown sets them to just start dropping. Stun duration, basic. Did I set that actually for the agent? Jab left. Where's your attack data? That's hurt box, hit box. Stun, block stun duration should be 30 frames, not 300. Block back distance, hit stop. Okay. Hit box, default launch, duration 15, distance 100. Damage is set to 0 for some reason. Hit stop frames 5. Default launch, this can be ignored. Mid, box stun. Hitbox double check, basically. So then, maybe because it was 300 frames? Yeah, that was because it was 300 frames. Okay. And then we have the. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. No, that shouldn't stay active. What? It's ignoring it, but it shouldn't have stayed active. Also, I didn't make the combo work. So theoretically, it can be held forever, but it's just not. That's because it's on frame 1. Oh, interesting. That means there's an error for the attack. Ah, right. Let me just try to get so this into this button into the special mode. That is not doing what I expected it to. Oh, is it blocking? Yeah, no, it's blocking. Okay. Hurtable player, stop blocking, please and thank you. So can I do the combo? It just may not be real. Okay, so then let's go with this and change the data or size of this to be bigger and the distance hit to be way smaller. Lock back distance 10. Lock duration 30 is fine. Hit stun duration. Oh no, why was that so low? That's because I put this on the wrong move. 10 to 30. Wait, stun duration. That's plus 10. 26 is plus 6. 24. Run it again. It looks like it hit, but it seems that I don't change the hit exceptions at all, which is interesting. It's either an attack manager issue or a hitbox issue. So even jab, jab, quarter circle forward takes a decent amount of time to make sure it works, especially when you have a work in progress tool that you're trying to make from scratch. So hit exceptions are in the attack manager. So let's go ahead and find that. Current attack.active frame equals attack.active. This is the only time this is cleared. That is not okay. Continue attack. I should also clear them at the start of an attack. Right? Right. So yeah, I need to change this. Why is that? I don't think I set the frames for it, did I? No, I did. What? What? I set the frames for it. Why is it canceling on frame 1? Light punch canceling to itself, sure, but why is it like that? Why can't I cancel it at the right proper time? Let me check my test layer. How the heavy punch was made. Individual frames. That is a problem. Huh. Okay, so that's another issue. What progress have I made on this? Scope. We're getting closer on this. Uh, which is great. So then, why is this broken? I just know it be in the input manager's choosing of attacks. It says they did it, which is proper, but it's starting on number 1, which is not correct. Shouldn't be frame 1, it should be frame 6. And combo is done by the attack. Because the attack has an active frames value, right? I'm in the attack manager, so every attack we have start frame and end frame. Start frame combo, end frame combo, okay? And they can't combo initially, but there's a dictionary to help decide when. Then, when this thing is running, it checks what the current active frame is and sets it only if the right frame is used. Let me run it and see if it's only after a few active frames are not reset. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of resets happening for stuff. Let me put in a reset function. Func reset values bracket we'll call hit exceptions.clear attack.activeframes equals 0 and attack boy current attack continue attack probably doesn't have anything. Current attack.active frame equals current attack.frames.size. So end of an attack. Ready? Reset values. Check office. Okay, and then in the start attack function, is that enough? Tab, enter, if current attack, colon, save. I deleted the colon. My gosh. Still on frame 1. It gets the 6 and then it just doesn't. Meaning, when it starts the attack, let's go through this. We go into choose actions, we get to here, we choose our normal attack, it's light punch, we come out of there, we go over here, we start an attack that has an attack. Then we set is attacking is true and attack. Why don't we reset an attack at the same time? Just call it attack. Run it, see if that works. That's still frame 1. It shouldn't be frame 1. Even if it's frame 1, it should be disabled. Why is it still enabled on frame 1? Well, let me test the combo functionality then, as I'm running low on time. Okay, that works, which is good. However, the attack actually doesn't reset, so that... if I go frame by frame, is it a combo that I'd actually like? So, light kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light kick 1 time. I pressed it 1 time. I don't know about the frames, but Technically, the hitboxes would align, I think. That's one hit. That's that's a distance. Jeez. I'm working with small numbers, aren't I? Like, dude, that's just 50. My gosh, my guy is tiny. How many units am I working with? My hitbox size is 42 and a half. So 50 is, and that's just the big one. Okay. So I need to work with really small numbers, or adjust that all manually. Okay. You know what? I'll call this partially done. And that's progress. Now, if I have enough time, I'd like to fix the canceling of attacks that are very broken in the way that they currently are, because it should not be every first frame. Is it because Ken combo is not being reset for at least a few frames? Um, that might make sense. Attack dot Ken combo. Attack dot and special cancel. This falls. Oops. I either do that here or do it in the attack script, and let me go to the attack script then so I can see actually what properties I would need to reset. So skip the tools buttons. This thing is an export value, so no. So it would be can combo, can cancel, active frame. That's it. So let me just put attack reset because it's closer to the values that actually make sense. Func attack reset, colon, active, just copy this, paste it, this, paste, this, paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No type declaration needed, or colons. And then, since that's now a function that does all three, attack dot attack reset. I'm going to call it dot reset because I would like it to be nice and simple. Save scene, tag manager, okay. Alright. It goes to 6 every time at least. Thank you. But it's always active, either that or I'm just blind. I pressed the button once. Okay. It should consume my input, I feel. Well, the short buffer probably does. Yeah, the short buffer consumes my input. So if I press it again, or if I press it a little early, it will come out. But the problem is it's staying active now. So the active frame is off, which is fine, but if I do this, does that fix it? So that if there's a current attack, it gets reset before. It should flash at least a few frames. It shouldn't stay active this entire time. Is it this line? It's either this line or this line plus 1 to the value. We go frame by frame? It's going out, which is good. So if I hold it, it looks like it's not flashing. And if I hold it, I actually do get a single attack. Let me change the distance to like 1. In the attack hitbox. Change the distance to 1 pixel. Let's see. It's not hitting anything until I let go, right? But if I hold it, nothing happens. Alright. Maybe because it's frame 6 is a bad idea for the cancel timing? So, if I change the cancel timing from 6 to 7, so that that first frame actually runs, there you go, now it's flashing. Now you can see it die while, being held at gunpoint for single frames. Let's see that in action with a little bit more distance than 1 pixel. 10. No, 30. Reset, run it again. Now it actually like moves back while you hold jab. I go frame by frame so I can actually think of the frame exception information because I want to decide on whiff canceling. So immediately after we hit, we gain the information that something has been hit. And so with that information that we know something has been hit, which is in the hit exceptions section of the attack manager, Um, Problem with that is that it actually takes ourself into account of the hit exceptions, which is not great. Okay, but let me do this. Yeah, of course, I should stop having this thing have a tiny amount of health, which, of course, it's tiny because it's literally just. There we go. That should help. Let me do some controller testing on this. 'Cause that's the mode of format I'm comfortable playing with, and might help me. Doesn't feel too bad. Um, like, cool. Okay. Okay, that's an option, and we already have it. So default launch is the same spacing as. Oh, you can dash cancel. You can you can dash into an attack. Okay, that's it. That is it. Okay. So already there is a slightly interesting possibility for a combo. I got on my head. Does that separate me with it? What? It's something about being stunned weird. I don't get that part, but alright. Yeah, so you can space yourself, dash, and then go into a dash combo. Um, what I wasn't expecting is this to literally cancel my momentum entirely. I don't I don't think I wanted that. It's a lot harder to play with. Um, but maybe if I have like decently sized hitboxes, I don't know. Like, because that's a combo, and that's neat. I like that. And it was also an accident of attack, attack, special, forced, special, dash attack. So you can get that. However, it already leads to an infinite because if you dash spacing properly, it's already a problem. It's also hard for a single player game, I think it'll be fine. Just alright. But yeah, that's a thing now. Cool. Cool. Hmm. Interesting. 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 So that's a lot more of my demo scope then. So then I need special into special. It could either be thing into fireball, or I would like to make the grappling hook attack. I think I'll make the grappling hook attack for this. Okay. Because the launch angle is very predictable, if you just make a good grappling hook that covers the correct distance, then it's perfectly fine. Um, I think because it's jab, jab, jab into this, I don't know if it makes a ton of sense to keep it like this, but it's interesting. Um, what I don't like is that it can be an infinite, so that will have to be either as a weird workaround or some other thing. Since it's a technical infinite, and it's into a jab, and it's like hard execution, I'm willing to leave it in as this for now, since this is like my basic character. I would like to understand why it is happening that way, specifically. So I start the dash, and then I press an attack, and it stops me entirely. Okay, so dash, and then attack stops me. So I can attack while dashing. If I go to the input manager, choose action 3. I locked myself out of dashing when attacking, but I didn't lock myself out of attacking when I'm dashing or jumping. So if I say if is underscore dash, is it dash component dot is dashing? Yeah, okay. If dash component dot is dashing equals true, no, just false. Colon this, and then that, I believe, would stop that. I'm not pressing the right button, but if you get the timing right, actually, it might be easier this way to. I don't know. So at perfect, if it's not spaced, then you don't get the combo. So let's space it out. Okay. Okay. So if it's spaced in this version, it works as well. Um. Hmm. It's interesting. It's interesting. So if it's spaced, you can do a dash combo with jab. which is neat. I also need, from the look of it, something that eats my inputs. Because right now holding is broken. Holding an attack is stupid. That shouldn't be allowed. That can be one of the next things that's like quite important to it. Okay. But no, yeah, this is actually something that's getting closer to a game, specifically a fighting game, and a tool that requires a lot of understanding on how to make an attack and a lot of data, but it works. I don't know if it's the best way, the worst way, an okay way, but it works. Um, let me put a comment on this line. This decides if dash is cancelable. It's an interesting decision there. What have I done to my to-do list? Add editor hands. Check for trials that re-enables damage boolean. Um, so, do I have multi-hit attacks working? I don't think so. In the current state, multi-hit attacks don't work, which is fine. I don't need multi-hit attacks for the first game. Every attack can be just like a single combo attack. Or you mash the same button and it goes into the next one. It's not processing for this folder node, except this does actually have a process function in it, so that actually is it? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if that's okay or not, or whatever the hell. Because it doesn't process anything, right? Frame doesn't process anything, it's just a container. And since there's a bunch of them, it just stores a bunch of export data, values for all the creation of the attacks and whatnot. Has a few setup functions, but when it's running, it doesn't process anything. So if I just disable the process mode, it doesn't need to waste resources. Especially because there isn't anything in the process function at all. So, yeah. Yep. I think I'm going to call it here in the day. Um, I should look into more combat stuff, see like what kind of attacks, or maybe draw some stick figures, or I don't know, open a drawing software to draw just like basic attacks, so that I can have an idea. But one problem: I don't have a touchscreen drawing tablet or pen or anything like that. So I'm either going to do it on paper, which is fine, and then I'll do the art finalized on an actual drawing software, even if I have to do it by mouse and keyboard. All right. Well, thank you for watching if you did, and just listening to me and seeing me do stuff. If not, have a good day. Bye.